Hello everyone, myself Shivangi Desai, your instructor for the video series of data mining and business intelligence. Today's our topic is data integration. So today we will discuss the issues relevant to data integration. So let's get started. Data integration is a data pre-processing technique that involves combining data from multiple heterogeneous data sources into a coherent data store and provide a unified view of the data. These sources may include multiple data cubes, databases, or flat files. This process becomes significant in a variety of situations which include both commercial and scientific domains. Data integration is required in commercial domain when two similar companies need to merge their databases, whereas data integration is required in research domain while combining research results from different bioinformatic repositories. One of the most well-known implementation of data integration is building an enterprise data warehouse. The benefit of a data warehouse enables a business to perform analysis based on the data in the data warehouse. Data mining often requires data integration, which is the merging of data from multiple data stores. Careful integration can help reduce as well as to avoid redundancies and inconsistencies in the resulting data set. This can help to improve the accuracy as well as the speed of the subsequent data mining process. However, there are few challenges in data integration, which includes entity identification problem, redundancy and correlation analysis, tuple duplication, and at last, detection and resolution of data value conflicts. So let's discuss each of these problems in detail. So let's start with entity identification problem. It is likely that your data analysis task will involve data integration, which combines data from multiple sources into a coherent data store as in data warehousing. These sources may include multiple databases like data cubes or flat files, etc. Now there are a number of issues to consider during data integration, which includes schema integration as well as object matching. Now the question is, how can equivalent real-world entities from multiple data sources be matched up? Now this is referred to as the entity identification problem. Say for example, how can the data analyst or the computer be sure that customer ID in one database and cust ID in another refer to the same attribute? Examples of metadata for each attribute include the name, meaning, data type, and range of values permitted for the attribute, and also includes null rules for handling blank, zero, or null values. Such metadata can be used to help avoid errors in schema integration. The metadata may also be used to help transform the data. When matching attributes from one database to another during integration, special attention must be paid to the structure of the data. This is to ensure that any attribute functional dependencies and referential constraints in the source system match those in the target system. Say for example, in one system, a discount may be applied to the order, whereas in other system, it is applied to each individual line of item within the order. If this is not caught before integration, items in the target system may be improperly discounted. Next issue is redundancy. So let's discuss what is redundancy. Redundancy is another important issue in data integration. An attribute such as annual revenue, for instance, may be redundant if it can be derived from another attribute or set of attributes. Inconsistencies in attribute or dimension naming can also cause redundancies in the resulting data set. Some redundancies can be detected by correlation analysis. Now what is correlation analysis? Given two attributes, such analysis can measure how strongly one attribute implies the other based on the available data. So we can use this correlation analysis to identify the redundancy and to overcome the inconsistencies of the database. Now the next issue we need to target is tuple duplication. So let's discuss what is tuple duplication. This is the third important issue in data integration. In addition to detecting redundancies between attributes, duplication should also be detected at the tuple level. Duplicate data tuples are present in one or more relational databases when there exist multiple descriptions of the same real-world entity. The presence of duplicate tuples cause many database maintenance problems. The use of denormalized tables is another source of data redundancy. Inconsistencies often arise between various duplicates due to inaccurate data entry or updating some but not all data occurrences. Say for example, if a purchase order database contains attributes for the purchaser's name and address instead of a key to this information in a purchaser database, discrepancies can occur, such as the same purchaser's name appearing with different addresses within the purchase order database. So these are the issues with tuple duplication which needs to be considered at the time of data integration. Now the next issue is detection and resolution of data value conflicts. So let's discuss detection and resolution of data value conflicts. Data integration also involves the detection and resolution of data value conflicts. Say for example, for the same real world entity, attribute values from different sources may differ. This may be due to differences in representation, scaling or encoding. For instance, a weight attribute may be stored in metric units in one system and British imperial units in another. Another example is for a hotel chain. The price of rooms in different cities may involve not only different currencies but also different services and taxes. When exchanging information between schools, say for example, each school may have its own curriculum and grading scheme. One university may adopt a quota system, offer 3 courses on databases system and assigns grades from A to F, whereas another may adopt a semester system, offers 2 courses on databases and assigns grade from 1 to 10. Now it is difficult to work out precise course to grade transformation rules between the 2 universities, making information exchange difficult. Attributes may also differ on the abstraction level, where an attribute in one system is recorded at say a lower abstraction level than the same attribute in another. Attributes may also differ on the abstraction level, where an attribute in one system is recorded at say a lower abstraction level than the same attribute in another database. For example, the total sales in one database may refer to the one branch of an electronic store, while an attribute of same name in another database may refer to the total sales for that electronic store in a given region. So these are the issues which are related to the data integration process. So far we have discussed about different anomalies that arise during data integration, which includes entity identification problem, redundancy and correlation analysis, tuple duplication, and at the last, detection and resolution of data value conflicts. All these challenges of data integration need to be carefully handled while fetching the data from multiple sources in order to utilize them in mining process. So that's it for this lecture. Thank you.